top fuel winner coming out from Bristol. Clay, you're always smiling, but that smile seems a little bit bigger. Has that gone away since you hit the finish line last Sunday afternoon?
Absolutely not. It's been certainly a whirlwind of a week. Done a ton of media, actually starting Monday morning. Phone's been blowing up. It's been so much fun. I mean, we have had a absolute riot this week with all the things going on, and I guess if you wait 19 years to do something, you better enjoy it when you finally get it, and we have.
Has it sunk in yet?
I don't think so, really. I mean, last night was really the first night I slept. I slept late, and I was like, man, this is, the rain gave me a little break. I would rather have been out there putting my helmet on right now, but, it was an unbelievable storybook kind of weekend, without a doubt. All the things that were going on, the whole Father's Day thing with everything that's happened with us, and just would have never ever thought it would have all been on that day. But Dalton fixed Father's Day for me, I'll just tell you all that.
So, Clay, you crossed the line. The fans can see that you got the victory. How long after you crossed the line did it take for you to realize you were the Wally winner?
About 1,001 foot, and I'm saying this with Graham looking at me, but I drove by the scoreboard like this. So I knew it when everybody else did. When we moved, the races back to 1,000 foot. I mean, it's not like you shouldn't be staring at it, but I certainly looked up. I saw the wind light come on, and the celebration started immediately. I mean, little Justin is one of our crew guys, and he's my guy on the radio, and I can assure you neither one of us knew what each other was saying, because I was just holding the mic keyed and screaming and yelling, and it was fantastic. There's a few things that I'll never forget. The first person I saw was Jack Beckman, and I'm like, he just lost by 4th out. What's he doing jumping over the fence coming over here, And he just kept telling me, take your helmet off, take your helmet off, and so I just followed directions, took my helmet off and just handed it to him, and he's like, you need to take a breath, you get ready. You have no idea how big this is. He said, this is huge. And that was something I'll never forget. And then and I didn't even make the corner. They're pushing me with a four-wheeler. I done made that corner, 7 consecutive runs. They had to stop and push me backwards because I couldn't even turn the car to get around the corner. But Ron Capps, he's doing his interview, and he just kind of backs up and like, the stage is yours. I won't never forget that either. Capps was awesome, and it was just, the whole thing's just crazy. It was just unreal, and some of it's kind of plays back, and some of it I don't even know that I'll remember till I watch it on television.
What did your son say to you?
There was just little signs all day long. I mean, it really started semifinals. Bristol does a great job with the whole Father's Day thing, and I kind of avoided that the last 2 years. They've put everybody in the pickup trucks and you go down the racetrack, but it started with a man. When we were going up for the semifinals, a man handed me a little kid's motocross chest protector. Y'all that aren't familiar with motocross, it's a little plastic thing for protection. And he hands this to me, shakes my hand, and says, your son signed this for my son, and he told my son this is the first autograph he ever signed. And so when he hands it to me, I look at it, and it is Dalton's signature, #25. And of course, immediately, you kind of get the frog in your throat and all that. And my next thought was why would somebody give me this when I'm going up to race Steve Torrance, semifinal round, So I don't know if y'all know the movie For the Love of the Game or not. I love that movie. And Kevin Costner's a pitcher, and he's like, clear the mechanism. And that's kind of what I told myself, better get your crap together here. You're fixing to have to stomp on the loud pedal of this top fuel car. And when I get up to the staging lanes, Stevie's already got his helmet on and all that. But from that moment on, it was easy. It was weird. I knew it was my day. I just knew. Even final round, no nervousness, no nothing. I think really and truly, you know, it was just meant to be. That's all it was. You know, y'all have heard me say a million times when you've asked me, when are you going to win one of these things? And the answer always from me was when the time's right. Well, Father's Day last Sunday, the time was right. And I believe that. And to just further on some of them little signs, we were on 382 with a 5 in the final. So you look at those last two digits, 2-5. The Traxxas girls, and that's something I'm so proud of. I don't have to do the Traxxas voting this year. When they came out for me to sign that board, they bring a display truck out there with them. You'd never guess what number was on that truck. 25. You know, so think what you want.
Happenstance, or did they plan that?
I don't think it was planned at all. You know.
Well, not by us anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it was planned by them. I mean, they brought the truck out for Alex Laughlin and Caps, and that's another thing Cap said when we were in the mellow yellow truck coming back, and I was like congratulating them, and Caps looks at Alex and he says, you know, ain't nobody gonna know we won a race today. I thought that was kind of funny. You know? It was a great day. It was a great day. I mean, it was absolute picture perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything better. I hope to do it again this weekend.
In the world of social media, and you're active on social media, how busy was your Twitter account? Did you hear from people of different disciplines across the motorsports industry?
I have not even begun to scratch the surface on answering some of those things. I've done, you know, so many live feeds this week. The coverage has been crazy. Monday morning, I had over 400 text messages on my phone, 50-something voicemails. My voicemail box is full. I answered every single text message. I answered every one of them. The voicemails I hadn't got to yet. The other thing I haven't got to is all the emails. But social media, you know, I haven't actually started answering people, but I've certainly been on there busy with just all the different things, you know. Lots of live feed stuff is fun. I enjoy it. And, you know, some of the messages I've got are crazy. I've got, like I said, 50-something voicemails. But I got to tell everybody here, one of the coolest ones I got, and I looked at it at 1:30 in the morning, I got a message that I will save. Daryl Gwynn left me the coolest message ever. That meant a whole lot to get a message from Daryl. You know, a guy that we all know would have been a multi-time world champion. He was a bad dude in a top fuel car. That was pretty cool. I got a lot of messages that were cool, but that one really kind of stands out to get that from Daryl. That was cool.
Can you tell us exactly what he said to you?
I would be lying if I sat here and told you word for word what he said.
Okay.
I've listened and done so many, but just for him to call is special. It really is. It really is.
How did you manage to hold yourself together emotionally after that?
Well, you must not have watched the TV. I saw where there was over 1 million viewers on Fox watching the race, and I told Don, I'm like, wow, 1 million people know I'm a crybaby. You know? For years, I had all these plans of everything I would say. You know, I was like, sooner or later, if indeed I ever win one of these things, I'm gonna say this, this, and this. That all went out the window. You know, what come out was just what come out, and I think it was the worst job a driver ever did thanking his sponsors. I don't think I mentioned one, but you got what I was thinking at the moment. No question about that.
Rank that win. Because
Greatest of all time. Easy, greatest of all time. Are all of my NHRA wins special? Absolutely. I have so many great memories, and it's funny how yesterday I write an article for Drag Racing Scene, and it was about my most favorite weekend. And I wrote that maybe a month ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I talked about a win I had here at Norwalk during my NHRA days where both of my kids came and my nephew came. So I had just wrote that, you know, and now we are here. But yeah, this past weekend, nothing has been that emotional. I've never cried for a win like that. Bo, did you cry when you won your first one?
Still cry.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's.
You try not to.
Yeah, you know, it was a big deal. You know, it was very emotional, and you know, I don't know. Yeah, that was huge, no question.
And what did Mrs. Stringer say to you?
Well, Doug and Whitney were just crazy, you know. And we had an argument over the Wally. And y'all are thinking we were arguing over me keeping the Wally. When I was trying to get Doug to sponsor me, I didn't even think about him starting his own team. I was at his house, and he's got this huge win from Bristol, NASCAR race, Casey Kane. And I said, we got to get a Wally right there beside it. And as it turned out, it's also a Bristol win. So I'm like, that trophy's going, you know, to be honest, I may want to see which one gets the priority. Is it going to be Casey's trophy or the Wally? You know, I don't know. But I do know that I have seen bunches of pictures from the trip that Wally made back to McLeansboro. Some of them are hilarious. The city sign when you go into McLeansboro is 3,000 people. There's Doug and the Wally with, you know, the McLeansboro sign. There's a bunch of them on social media, but so the Wally went with Doug, and that's where it was meant to be. And I got to tell y'all one last thing. Jason's like, I wish you'd hurry up. I got to go to work, and so's Bo. So in this day and age, social media, FaceTime, all the different things, for years, nothing, to my daddy, nothing has happened until he's seen it on TV. Plain and simple. You do not call Daddy at all until he has seen it on TV. So my sisters knew I won. They snuck over to Daddy's house, and I was on FaceTime. They snuck the phone like a typical dad. All of us got them. Daddy's laying in bed in his boxers, kicked back, you know, and got the remote in his hand, got the TV blasting, and when they got the phone around there, I can see everything going on. He has no idea that I see him because he don't understand FaceTime. He don't know that's possible. So, and I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. He's like, all they're doing is talking about Leah. That's what he was saying. You know, like when we're doing the burnout, staging, you know, he's like, that's all they're talking about is Leah. And then when we crossed the finish line, it was one of the coolest things ever. All he did was this. And then my sisters about gave him a heart attack, busting in the room, you know, hooping and hollering. And so they hand him the phone, and he's like looking at the phone like, well, how can I see you? You know, he wanted to put the phone to his ear. But that was pretty cool, you know. So I got to see Daddy watch me win. And as far as he was concerned, that's when it happened, right that moment. So that was pretty special to see that, you know. Daddy in his underwear doing this.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
coming out
guys.
tonight.
Thank you.
And, thanks for joining us. Congratulations.
Yep. Hope to
And,
see y'all
best luck
again
this
Sunday
weekend.
night.